Minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. where minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. where minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Where minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride, there stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Where minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride, there stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold.
Good evening. It is my distinct honor to welcome the class of 2020, their friends and families and administrators, to the 2020 senior class toast. My name is Stanley Cherian, Director of Orientation. I had the privilege and pleasure of meeting most of you 4 years ago, live and in person, first at the Netherlands residence halls, where your families dropped you off for new student orientation, then in the Student Center Theater as a large group. Some of you may recall my attempts at greeting everyone in line, my awkward high fives and fist bumps and hashtag dad jokes. Yeah, those were the days. The best I can do today is use the thumbs up emoji feature on Zoom. Now, usually this program takes place in the rear of the main dining room in the Student Center, and I, as the host, and all the speakers sometimes struggle to be heard over the noise of the audience as they mingle and eat. I don't think we'll have that problem today, as I believe the mute button has been enabled. If you've been in a Zoom meeting with more than 20 people in a room, you know what I'm talking about. But we do want to hear from you. Throughout the program, we encourage you to utilize the comment section to congratulate the class of 2020. We may even highlight your comment on live stream. For this to happen, be sure to go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give the app permission to use your profile picture and name. Tonight's program is brief and includes remarks from Hofstra alumni, classmates, administrators from the Division of Student Affairs, and our president, Stuart Rabinowitz. The event will conclude with some special messages from our community to the graduates of 2020. With that said, it is my honor to introduce Sarah Holzberg from the class of 2015 and Kristen Ladagowski from the class of 2016, co-chairs of the graduates of the last decade, to share their remarks.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, and thank you for being here tonight. While we know that your undergrad career at Hofstra probably is not ending the way that you envisioned it, we're here to tell you that your involvement in the university doesn't have to just conclude here. My name is Christian Ladagowski. I graduated in 2016 with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering.
And my name is Sarah Holzberg. I graduated in 2015 with a Bachelor's in Business Administration in Marketing. We are the current co-chairs of the Alumni Affinity Group Gold, which stands for the graduates of the last decade. And we are here to tell you not only are you about to become a member of the best alumni organization, but you're also about to become a member of Gold.
And it's great because the most important thing I could share with all of you today is something that you most likely have heard already, that networking is very essential, not only for career placement and advancement, but in every aspect of your life. Your network will now be made up of 140,000 successful Hofstra alumni, including ourselves. I would like you all to know that every step in my career since graduating has been thanks to the network that I continue to develop every single day. A network that you have all have access to and can take advantage of starting right now.
As a proud Hofstra alum, I encourage each of you to stay actively involved, not only with the larger Hofstra community, but also with each other. Despite your time on campus coming to an end a few months earlier, I hope that you all hold on to the memories that you've had while you were there and the reminder of the positive impact that Hofstra's made in your life.
So we really encourage you, take advantage of all that you can have as a Gold alumni status and what it has to offer. Your first opportunity to network as a graduate of the last decade is on Tuesday, June 16th. I hope you'll join us at our Gold Virtual Happy Hour. It's a very fun time. With that said, it's a great pleasure that we welcome you, the class of 2020, as the newest members of the Hofstra University alumni family. Thank you very much.
Congratulations and best of luck with all your new endeavors, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
And we would like now to welcome Branka Kristik, Director of Parent and Family Programs.
I have had an enormous honor and privilege to have served you, parents and family members of our graduates. Parents and family members, you have proved to be true members of Hofstra Pride. You were engaged in our community, asked questions, gave suggestions, volunteered at our campus events, hosted Thanksgiving dinners for international students, donated to the Parent Fund, and yes, paid the bills. You have graciously welcomed your students back home during this COVID-19 pandemic, supported them as they finished their studies online, and cheered them and us on. I'd like to sincerely thank you. Students, class of 2020, please do an elbow bump with your parents and family members. At least that's what my son tells me must be done these days. My Hofstra colleagues and I are especially grateful for selfless work of the parent council members. They have spent countless hours leading parent volunteers, giving feedback and advice, and spearheading fundraisers. I would like to acknowledge parents who are graduating from the parent council this year. Kudos and thanks to Francine Berman, Anne-Marie Spensieri-Fidis, and Lynn Orr. They are parent leaders of service and philanthropy. Parents and families, congratulations. Together with you, I'm tremendously proud of your students, our Hofstra graduates, who have accomplished so much and overcame obstacles during these uncertain times. It is a privilege to have interacted with such talented young people and you, their family members. I warmly invite you, and especially your sons and daughters, to remain connected to your Hofstra family as alums. Hofstra parents, Hofstra pride. And now I welcome our Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs and our wonderful Dean of Students, Gabby Saint-Leger.
Thank you, Bronca. Well, to our graduating class of 2020, I just want to thank you so much for making Hofstra your place of growth, of service, and for making a unique contribution to our community. We would not be the Hofstra of today without you. You have left your mark on your peers, your faculty, our Division of Student Affairs administrators, and the institution as a whole. With every interaction, I hope you have grown stronger and better prepared for your next, whether it's a next academic degree, next internship or job opportunity, moving into commissioned service for our country, or next innovative or leadership opportunity that comes your way in the wake of our current state as a global community, affecting us deeply and in many ways locally. I want to share a word of encouragement to the class to know that in these times, you are developing a greater strength to be the best leaders for wherever we are and where we will be on the other side of this collective experience. So Helen Keller said, always got to have a quote, right? Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So just know that wherever your next is, I hope that you feel prepared for the known and the unknown challenges, and that we at Hofstra have confidence in you that you truly are prepared. I was asked also to provide some words of advice and wisdom, some words that I think are most apropos for this toasting occasion that we are all experiencing together. Bidding farewell to your days at Hofstra and hello to your next journey in life are pretty simple in writing, but hard to put into action at times, right? So I hope that your time at Hofstra will let you know that you can always lean on your Hofstra community, that you can think back and tap into your times on campus where fears were conquered, where friends were made, and where your future self was matured and redefined with a misstep that led to a lesson learned or a small victory on the journey of becoming you. So, my words, in all that you do, always remember, do great just one day at a time. I keep this saying above my office pinned up to help me throughout my everyday. So I give it to you today. Do great just one day at a time. It's probably how you got through many hard days while completing your courses, and probably something a loved one reminded you of during those tough times. Well, it works on the other side of the degree as well. Do great just one day at a time. Whatever you define as great, both personally and professionally, I hope that your Hofstra community will be given the opportunity to continue to help you along the way and to continue to be proud of you. You are the strongest of the strong. Thank you for being our beloved students, and cheers to you, to our class of 2020. And it is now my privilege to welcome a student from your class who recently won Senior of the Year at Hofstra's Student Leadership Awards to give his senior toast. Zain Faruqi.
Hello to my Hofstra family. My name is Zane Fergie, and this was probably the last thing I expected to be doing this time last week. I'm a Muslim first-generation college student and a second-generation child of immigrants. These last 4 years, I've been studying biomedical engineering, and I minored in math. God, what a boring sentence. Anyways, now I have a degree, I guess. I showed up here for the same reason many of you did, that scholarship. I never actually toured Hofstra or any other university for that fact, other than the University of Houston, since it happened to be nearby. I just showed up here on a leap of faith, not knowing what to expect. I have to say now, for the first time with the benefit of hindsight, I'm so glad that I did. I came to realize how I belong here, as I know all of you did as well. If there's any sort of theme to this, it's really going to be about how I developed a sense of belonging here in this new space, and how I eventually came to help others feel that as well. I don't know about you, but I've always thought about this in terms of pockets. I'll explain. As a student, I studied biomedical engineering, which had me taking classes in not only the School of Engineering and Applied Science, but also the biology, physics, chemistry, and math departments, and on top of that, the honors college. My major spread me out as far as any student possibly could be. Well, except for the people that have to trek to Hagedorn. Where I was able to develop an identity wasn't where I was busy flipping through textbooks and lecture slides, but rather when I was just around the people I now call my friends. Throughout my time here, I was a member of the Student Government Association. Looking back at it, I don't even know why I joined, since I had never expressed any interest in student government before college. Now, as one of SG's alumni, I realize what it gave me. I learned what it takes to lead a team as a committee chair and a member of the cabinet, especially with the guidance of the amazing Denise Panetta. It also helped me develop myself as I came into college and able to speak to more than 3 people at a time, and now here I am, speaking to an international audience. Hey there. Halfway into my junior year, I was hired as an RA in the Netherlands, and regardless of the frustration that can sometimes come with the job, it truly filled my heart to see how my residents were able to acclimate to the campus environment and how I was able to be there for them as a first stepping stone. Being a member of the NETHI staff gave me a second family on top of the one I already had from SGA. Last year, Ms. Jill and Amanda hired me as one of the first peer educators. This experience solidified however much of a senior year I had. Working in the Office of Intercultural Engagement and Inclusion helped me establish my ideals. My coworkers, who I had become acquainted with, became my friends, and I expanded what I knew about myself and about the world. The version of me that came into college was naive and thought he knew what to expect from life, but is leaving with a renowned sense of my identity and how I navigate the world. I'll miss pretending I'm not out of breath going over the Unispan, and I'll miss tabling for some event, for some reason, for some organization that I forgot I joined, yet also being on the opposite side of the table and trying my best to avoid all the people in the atrium when I was running late to class. I didn't expect to miss these things already, but I guess now we've all gotten some practice from our extended coronation. But most of all, I'll miss seeing all of you, my Hofstra family. All of y'all that are graduating with me have all of your own communities, those special pockets of campus that you belong to. You might have shared some of mine, but no one was part of all of them. Altogether, these created the wild mix of experiences that came together while I was at Hofstra, and I'll always hold these as some of my most precious memories. I know that it's weird now, but I know more than anything that we'll see each other again in person, hopefully at graduation, and it'll be all the better for it. I'm glad that I'm not saying goodbye, but instead, I'll catch you later. Now, I'm honored to introduce the last senior speaker, someone who shared the honor of Senior of the Year with me, Lexi Kane.
William Shakespeare wrote, "To thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man." I believe this wise statement best applies to a woman, a blonde woman. Over the past 3 years, she's taught me and showed us all that being true to yourself never goes out of style. Although I'm not talking about Elle Wood specifically, I feel that her words have never been truer. We, as a class of 2020, have grown in so many ways through many different experiences in our time here at Hofstra. I know that I certainly have. I came into Hofstra excited, but definitely nervous about what was to come. This rang to be true as soon as I heard the OLs of our summer sing Class of 2020 to the tune of Cake by the Ocean by DNCE. And who would have guessed that 2 summers later, I'd be up on that Student Center Theater stage doing the exact same thing. When you're at Hofstra, you never really know what life is going to throw at you. You find lasting friendships, but you also find the friends who help you survive those distribution classes. You meet friends who drop in the group chat, who wants to grab food from the stew, or people who will religiously wait on that Starbucks line until it's finally their turn and are greeted by Robin. Hofstra gives you friends that want to hang out on the top floor of the towers and play video games, or friends who want to go outside when it's snowing and make snow angels. It's moments like these that allow me to realize that I've been given lifelong friends, dedicated professors, and a million opportunities in between. When I asked my friends what they were going to remember most when they left Hofstra, I got the expected answers like Fall Fest, banquets, formals, debate day 2016, and even first year move-in day. What I didn't expect was the answers like running into people at the stew, the view of the sunset from the towers, or even the tulips. It's the small things I'm going to miss most about Hofstra. I'll miss walking into Low 106 with my shoes off, ready to rehearse the musical for the next year. I'll miss being in OL and spending the summer with 22 of my closest friends, embarrassing myself in front of the new first-year class. I'll miss Wednesday nights sitting in the Spiegel Theater watching my friends create art from their souls. I'll miss being an RA and trying to get people to come to my weird program in an elevator. Might I mention that Dippin' It Up was my best group program to date. I'll miss going to sisterhood events with Phi Sig, like roller skating or even road trips to the beach. It's all these things and more that already make me nostalgic for my time spent at Hofstra. Although this year did not go the way that we thought it would, we persevered. We presented our honors research, we finished our internships, and we celebrated every event in between. I think it's safe to say we can even put Zoom certified on our resumes now. Through it all, we've shown that we are stronger than we ever thought we could be as a senior class. We now have this shared experience with each other that certainly one will never forget. To keep this experience alive, I challenge you to be an active alumni within the Hofstra community. Don't let this be the end of your journey. Let it ignite a fire within you to be more involved than ever. Thank you, Hofstra, for every opportunity and new experience that you have given to this senior class. Because of you, we have lifelong friendships and memories for days to come. In the wise words of Elle Woods, I'm standing here today because you helped me find my way. I now have the privilege to introduce our Vice President for Student Affairs, Houston Doherty.
Thanks so much, Lexi, and thanks so much, Zane. What terrific representatives of the class of 20. How we miss you on campus. I'm actually sitting on campus in my office in Phillips Hall. I'm lucky enough to live on campus, so I'm able to be here every day. And while it's lovely to walk around campus and see the tulips and see what a gorgeous place we've had the chance to spend so much time, boy, do we miss you. It's just not the same, because Hofstra is not only a beautiful place, it's most importantly a bunch of beautiful people and folks that have come together to create, as we say very accurately, the Hofstra family. You may remember, you may not, but 4 years ago we all met in the arena, those of you all who came as first years, and we had a chance to have an opening convocation, and I made a corny joke about, we see you clearly, the class of 2020, clearly, see, view, but I'm bumch. Well, it's been an amazing opportunity to clearly view you through the last 4 years, to see your accomplishments, to see your talents, to see your successes, to see your mistakes, to see all that you've brought to us. Just like 2020 was something we talked about 4 years ago, there are a couple of words that we're talking about today a lot. The words unprecedented and the words essential. And I would want to apply those words to you as a class. The class of 2020 is an unprecedented class. You've gone through Hofstra in a way that nobody else has. You started with a debate, you ended with this worldwide crisis. You have shown a tenacity that is really remarkable. And I would go so far as to say that you're essential. You're essential to us because we love you, we care about you, and we're so thankful that you've been a part of us. And we count on you being an essential part of the Hofstra community for the rest of your lives. As you've heard alums and your classmates say, your alumni connection will stay forever. It's been fun to watch the slideshow leading up to this toast and see things like comments that people made on their profiles, like "the memories are amazing. I thank my family. I've made such good friends. I've been part of a wonderful, challenging yet supportive community. I have new ideas that I didn't imagine I would have 4 years ago. I have a sense of confidence that I didn't think I would ever have. The experiences I've had have created a home for me, a new home for me, and know that Hofstra will always be home. I hope that you all are in a place where you can celebrate. This is a toast. So in a few minutes, our president's going to actually lead us in a toast. I'm going to participate in that toast using the 100 Days mug that so many of you got at the 100 Days celebration, which seems in some ways a lot longer ago than 100 days. But know that we will drink to your success. We will drink to the memories of you being with us and to the many opportunities we will have to welcome you back to your Hofstra home. Thank you, class of 2020. And now it's my distinct privilege to introduce our president, Stuart Rabinowitz.
Thank you for that introduction, Houston. Vice President for Student Affairs does a great job, and I'm so happy to be here. I'd be happier to be here for the senior toast if it was in person and we can shake hands and take pictures, and I could see the smiles and the proud smiles on your families' faces. But you know, this pandemic has changed all of our lives in significant ways. I know the class of 2020 has borne a lot of disruption, from changing your living arrangements to going online, from live classes to online classes in 2 weeks. But you have done great, and you are ready and you are prepared. And I did not want to miss toasting you and your families on your success and your future. We have been through a lot together, and beginning with a presidential debate your first semester. We didn't pick the candidates, remember that, but we did host one of the debates. You were great then, and you've been wonderful all through your years here. You've been altruistic, you've been positive, you've been transformative and successful. And so I just want to say to you, the class of 2020, we're proud of you. Congratulations. And you will always have a home and a place at Hofstra. So I would like to offer a toast to the class of 2020. Stay Hofstra strong. Congratulations.
Once again, thank you all so much for joining us and staying #HofstraStrong during these strange times. A special thank you to all of today's presenters and participants. I look forward to the day I can see you in person and give you that awkward high five, fist bump, or whatever the new socially. While the program is over, the stream will continue with a senior slideshow. We encourage you to utilize the comments section to congratulate your friends, family, and others who have helped you make it through college. Again, for the Facebook comment to show, you must go to streamyard.com/Facebook to give the app permission to show your name and profile picture. Have a wonderful evening, and again, congratulations to the class of 2020. And now, please enjoy a very special message from all members of our community to our graduates and our senior slideshow. Good night.
Three, two, one.
Congratulations to the class of 2020.
We are so proud of you.
Woohoo!
turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home.
None of us planned for this semester to go the way it went.
But I want you to use this opportunity to expand your curiosity and your creativity.
You must dream outside the quarantine.
Graduating during these unprecedented times will only make your future brighter.
You guys are future leaders.
The skills you've acquired will well prepare you for your future.
Keep your mind in a great place.
Remember to always cherish these memories and the relationships that were built here.
I cannot wait to see what you accomplish.
While these are challenging and unforeseen times, we will make it through and we will be stronger.
You're Hofstra strong.
Hello, class of 2020.
We just want to say congratulations.
You are so awesome.
Complimenti.
Don't see. Mazel tov.
Congratulations.
Now, wishing you all the best in your endeavors.
You guys are super rad.
Special shout out to undergraduates Tyler, Dennis, Amani,
Rakisha Walcott, Alex Dersh, and Nicholas Nicholson.
My industrial engineering students.
To the health profession graduates.
You are entering what is unequivocally the most important profession of our day.
We are so incredibly proud of you and can't wait to see all you will accomplish in the future.
Although you're graduating in trying times, I am confident you will succeed.
Our society has never been hungrier for new ideas.
亲爱的中国学生们，恭喜你们学业有成。
You make us Hofstra proud every day.
Thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey.
Each and every one of you has navigated this with intelligence, with resilience.
You're battle tested and ready to take on the world.
This is a very interesting time, and there's a lot of very interesting and very important things for you all to do. So get out there and do them.
Can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on.
There's no doubt that by graduating from Hofstra, you're going to be armed with the great benefit of having a quality higher education.
There's nothing that you can't do.
Your successes and accomplishments have made this terrific place even better.
I know it may not feel like it right now, but this is your time.
You're ready for the next step.
Trust yourself and roll your dice.
We have baby Shelby is joining us today, also wants to extend her congratulations.
Here's to a great future and all the success in the world.
Go Pride, Australian pride. You are our future leaders.
You inspire me.
Rock this world, Hofstra, let's go!
In spite of all the difficulties, you have done it.
Congratulations on a job well done this year.
Here's to you, class of 2020.
Bravo!
Please know the entire Hofstra community is here with you.
The Hofstra family always has your back.
And you're always a part of the pride.
You did a great job.
You are the pride of Hofstra.
I wish you guys all the best.
Class of 2020, amazing.
We're going to miss you so much.
We wish you all the happiness and success in the world, and we love Hofstra and we love you.
Felicidades a la clase de 2020. The best of luck.
I admire you.
We miss you and we're proud of you.
Keep making us proud.
Go Pride.
You deserve so much praise.
I'm looking forward to seeing you at commencement.
Congratulations, and I look forward to watching your success.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I think that you are the strongest class ever. We're going to miss you. Stay Hofstra strong.
where minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true. Selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true. Selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. where minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true. Selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. minds are filled with wonder and hearts are full of pride. There stands our alma mater, so radiant to shine, nurturing thy scholars like parents raise their young. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold. Unrivaled motivation, invaluable and true, selfless with thy knowledge and vision to pursue. Through all the lands we journey, thou shalt remain our home. Dear Hofstra, we are grateful, and thus we thank thee for inspiring us and guiding us through all the great unknown. Oh, hail the blue and gold.